so much for clicking on this video. We are going to talk about something interesting today. If you are new to this channel, you are watching me, you watched my first video, it was nice, so you're coming back to watch my second video. What are you waiting for? Sis, bro, please subscribe to me, please. Okay. So, have you been criticized before? How did it make you feel? And how did you handle it? Criticism can come from our friends, our parents, our siblings, our teachers, our bosses, strangers, even social media these days, okay? People can just come to your video or your photo and tell you, this is not nice or that. Criticism can be a two-edged sword, right? On one side, it's going to build you, it's going to make you grow, it's going to make you better, improve. But on the other side, it can kill your vibe, it can kill your dreams, it can make you feel depressed, it can make you feel like not going on anymore, okay? All depending on how you deal with it. So if criticism is carried out or it's communicated in a healthy, non-personal way, then that is constructive because it is meant to build you. However, if it is done in a way that is intended to damage your self-esteem and self-worth, bring you down to your knees, like to your lowest low, then it is destructive. We cannot choose the kind of criticism that should come to us, being it constructive or destructive. That is why we need to learn how to deal with it, whether good or bad. First of all, appreciate the critic, appreciate the person criticizing you. So a simple thing people do, right? It is not easy though, especially if we weren't expecting the criticism, or we feel like whatever it is we did or we said didn't warrant for correction. Later on, when we look back in retrospect, we may realize the criticism that was given to us was useful. However, if the criticism was meant to lambast you, humiliate you, verbally attack you, personally attack you, belittle you, make you feel like you are worthless, reduce your self-esteem, then we should just ignore it, okay? Because that is toxic. Then we consider the positive intention of the critic, the positive intention of the person criticizing us. If we make people's comments or people's criticisms or people's opinions about us make us angry, then meaning we have given people the power to control our emotions. So if the person means to offend you, then they would know which buttons to push to get a reaction out of you. So whatever it is, if this whole thing is a mind game, to win this mind game, perceive the comment or the criticism in a good light. So suppose somebody owes you money, okay, and the person wants to come and pay back the money they owe you. And then this person who owes you puts your money in an envelope that is dirty and torn. How would you be like? Would you be like,
what does this person even take me for? Putting my money into this bad, unpresentable envelope, this wretched envelope. Like really, they don't even respect me.
Or you're just going to take the money and discard the envelope. Exactly. You are going to focus on the money which you need and then forget about whatever form the money came in. Now, that's the same thing with criticisms. No matter how people criticize you, always focus on the positive, okay? Always look for the good. Always look for the, okay, I think it's true. So focus on what you need to be a better person and ignore how the person said it. Ignore how it made you feel, okay? We human beings, we have been made in such a way that if somebody criticizes you, if somebody points out your flaws, you feel hurt and even defensive. That is normal because that is the body's way of protecting your ego to keep you stable. Then you practicalize the suggestions, and this only comes with constructive criticisms, whereby the person pointing out your flaws tells you possible solutions to the problem. So when it happens that way, then you try to do it the person's way, what the person is suggesting. Do it that way and see how it will work. Compare it to your way, and if it's working, you take it. And this will only happen if you put your pride down, because sometimes you can be all defensive, like I am right, my way is right, okay, I'm doing the right thing, I want to do it my way and not anybody's way. But then we should take note that it is only humble people who can be corrected. It is only humble people who can learn and actually become better. So we will drop that pride, do it the person's way. That doesn't mean, when we take it like then the person is teaching us what to do. No, just be humble and learn. Okay, so take this example, like you are in school, you took an exam in school and you passed, okay, you hit the pass mark, alright. You come home and your mom or your dad is like, this score you had isn't the best, you could have done better than that, this is not great, you shouldn't be proud about this grade, okay? And that is because you've always been looking into your phone, you've always been texting people even deep into the night, having unnecessary conversations on the phone, playing video games, going out with friends. You have little time to sit down and actually study, and that is why you are getting grades such as these. This isn't something you should be proud of. This is not good. You can do better than that. Don't be proud of this, blah blah blah. Okay, I'm going to be like, usually our first instinct as human beings is to defend ourselves. So the first instinct, of course, will be like,
whatever, I'm proud of my grades. I hit the pass mark. I didn't fail, I qualified. I even did better than this person, I did better than that person, and I'm proud of my grades because I had it, I'm proud of it.
But really, if we should sit down and reflect on what the person is saying, is it true you've been spending too much time on your smartphone to the extent that you just get little time to study, to even sleep because you've been chatting deep into the night? Is it true that you've been going out to, sometimes we don't see our lives in the perspective which other people from the outside see, okay? So when you sit down and you reflect and you see these things are true, then you begin to make amendments, okay? You cut certain things off. You cut them off. You reduce the time you spend on your phone. You reduce the time you spend doing other unnecessary things which do not have a positive impact on your academics or your performance whatsoever. When we do that, we realize that things are going to change for the better. Sometimes not everybody who criticizes us is out there to make us feel bad, but these people are actually the people rooting for us. They need us to be better. They know how we are like. They know our potentials. They know our capabilities. They know we can do better than what we are doing now. They know what can be right for us. Allow it. Try their way, okay? Try their way and see if it works. Alright, so this brings us to the end of the video. If you can relate to any of these things that I said, tell us in the comment section below. Share your experiences, okay? If you've been constructively criticized before, destructively criticized before, how you handled it, the outcome, whatever, share it down in the comment section below so that we all learn, okay? We are all here to learn. We are all here to better ourselves. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.